Hey Aries, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of December 2024. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm using what I call my winter tarot deck. I'll clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Aries, with an intuitive life coaching oracle card. All right, and you may notice that I do have my little word gems here. I don't know, I just felt like throwing them out. So enjoy. Now, if this reading is not specific enough for you, you can join me live 2 times a week right here on the channel, and you can ask me anything. It's literally called the Ask Me Anything Tarot Show. And if you have a specific question, I would love to pull cards for you, and that happens every Monday and Friday. I usually have them pre-scheduled, so you can take a look and turn on notifications so you'll be notified when I go live. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and get right into your reading because we're talking about money. You've got some blessings coming your way. All right, and the reason why I say that is because I'm looking at this Page of Cups. That's the card that's jumping out at me. And that means an offer or an invitation is coming, and it's going to be something that's beneficial for you financially. All right, but let's go ahead and start here with that Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a time of reflection, yes, but also evaluating your current circumstances before you make those next moves or you take that next step. All right, so when we move into the month of December, Aries, you're really going to be spending time evaluating, figuring things out, and making decisions because we're moving into that new year. And so you really are thinking and getting clear about what it is you want as it relates to money, finances, career, success, all of those things. All right, we also have the Empress card. Now, the Empress card in the reverse tells me that there could be a little bit of a creative block or even like a mental block. I was just thinking about this the other day because somebody was like, he was telling me that he's stuck on something, but I didn't understand why he was stuck. But then I realized sometimes some of us have mental blocks that only makes sense to us. And that's what I'm getting with this. It's like there's something you're stuck on, Aries. And it may not be that big of a deal, quote unquote, to other people, but to you, it's a big challenge. All right. But your awareness of that is already half the battle in overcoming or changing that. Okay. Especially as it relates to your money. Now, we also have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it means that your conversations, your communication, your discussions as it relates to money are very strong and very focused and very directed. All right. So when you are discussing money with anybody, it looks like those conversations are going to be very productive and you're going to have a solid game plan when you walk away. Now, I talked about the Page of Cups. This is an offer or an invitation coming your way in some way, shape, or form. It could be something money, business, work related, but it may not be, but it's definitely going to be something beneficial monetarily. All right, so it could be somebody giving you money. It could be somebody inviting you somewhere, maybe on a trip, and you don't have to pay anything and it saves you money. Who knows? But there's definitely going to be something juicy coming your way the first week of December. Now, we've got that Judgment card, Three of Pentacles. The Judgment card is the card of inner work, self-improvement, personal development. All right. Now, all of us have this. We all know areas about ourselves in our lives that we need to fix, change, or improve to some degree. And it looks like you're making plans to do that. Again, that's going to help you make more money because anything you can do to upgrade or make a better version of who you are is automatically, by default, going to make you more magnetic to money, success, everything, right? Okay, so leveling yourself up is going to give you a much higher ROI, and you know that, and you're making the plans to do that. We also got that Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is you being admired and people being very impressed by how you do what you do, Aries. All right, again, this is an opportunity for you to make money, depending on, you know, how the word negotiate is coming to mind. If you're willing, excuse me, to negotiate or have a conversation, I do believe somebody wants to work with you, or somebody wants to partner with you, or somebody wants to connect with you. And so that's going to be an opportunity for you to make money. Like I said, as long as you are comfortable negotiating. All right, Aries, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2024. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries? There we go. Yep, it's time for you to invest in yourself. All right, Aries, so you're feeling a little anxious because we got that Nine of Swords as we move into the second week of December. Now, this is something where I feel like it's like there's so many things you want to do as it relates to your money, and you're feeling overwhelmed by all of them. Okay, but here's the thing. There's one thing, Aries, that is going to be the game changer for you as it relates to your money. And that's the thing you need to focus on. The thing is that, I guess, window of opportunity is not going to be around forever. So whatever it is you're thinking about, as it relates to making more money, having more success, growing your business, growing your investments, whatever the case may be, understand that you need to focus on the one thing that's going to give you the biggest impact and the biggest results the fastest. Okay, so I talk about that all the time because a lot of people, you know what, they have 1,000,001 ideas and they're like, which one should I do? And I always say, which one is going to be the easiest for you to make money the fastest? That eliminates a lot of the other myriad of projects that they've got going on. And then once they get that thing up and running and cranking out the cash, then you're going to move into the next thing. All right, so that's what we got as it relates to that. We got the Three of Wands, which is a card that talks about future planning. It's time for you to start thinking ahead, both short-term and long-term, as it relates to your money, and making plans in a way that is going to make sense for you. All right, so whatever that is, you know, maybe savings more, maybe increasing whatever, you know, paying off debt next year. I don't know, whatever the case may be, it's time for you to start thinking long term and out into the future. Next, we do have the Queen of Swords. Remember, she eliminates everything that does not serve her. It's time to start saying no, especially when it comes to things that could be getting in the way of us making the money we want to make or having the success we want to have. Don't be afraid to say no, Aries. Sometimes the most profitable thing that you can do for yourself is to say no, because not everything's going to resonate and not everything is going to be worth your time. All right, finally, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles means it's time for you to start spending money on yourself. There's something that you need to, maybe you've even been thinking about it, something that you need to pay, and it's going to help you be the better version of you. Kind of like what we talked about earlier here. And this card fell onto that Judgment card where we talked about that. So there's something that you've been maybe holding off and saying, oh, I don't want to spend the money. But this card is telling me to tell you it is time to spend the money. Now, of course, don't, you know, go into debt or do something outrageous. But if you need a new computer, if you need a new wardrobe, if you need to get a haircut, if you need some new tools to do what you do better or faster or at a higher level, this card is saying, yeah, now is the time to invest in that because it's going to pay off. All right, so let's see what else is showing up for Aries as it relates to, money, wealth, prosperity, finances, abundance for the month of December 2024. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries? Okay. All right, Aries. Let's see. Okay, so interesting. You got 8, 8, and 8. 3 8s here. 8 is that number of infinity, which means something could be going in cycles with you as it relates to your money. All right, that's the numerology perspective. But when we look at the cards here, the cards are telling us that the limitations you're placing on yourself are self-imposed. All right, you can do whatever you want to do, Aries. But remember, it's all about you knowing that there really are no limits. Now, I'm not saying you can do everything the way somebody else does it, but you're unlimited in certain ways, and that's going to be the thing that helps you make the money you want to make or have the success you want to have. All right, so understand how sometimes you could be placing limitations on yourself that actually don't need to be placed on yourself. All right, we also have that 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles means you're going to be working a lot in the second half of December. You're going to be very, very busy with work, with business, with your side gig, with your side hustle, whatever the case may be. You're going to be working a lot in the second half of December, which means you're going to be making more money, which is fantastic. We also have the 6 of Swords. Now that 6 of Swords, I'm picking up, this is a travel card. Either you travel this time of the month or you make plans to travel at this time of the month. All right, because well, and it makes sense too, because we are in the holiday season, so a lot of people will be traveling to see family and whatnot. But the 6 of Swords is that travel card, and like I said, I'm definitely picking up that some of you will be traveling in the second half of December, or you'll be making travel plans. Now we also have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This means that somebody overpromises and underdelivers. So somebody says, yes, I'll help you with that, or yes, I can do that. I feel like this is a professional connection, a professional relationship. All right, and somebody, like I said, doesn't show up in the way you need them to, and you're probably underwhelmed by the help or the support that they're offering. It's okay. Don't take it personal, because you can still get what you want, even though this person kind of, like I said, underdelivers. Again, like I said, I feel that's it's a professional relationship. Next, we do have the Ace of Cups. That's fantastic, because this is the card of new relationships. All right, new connections. And it may not necessarily be new in like it's somebody you've never met before, but sometimes a relation takes on a new relevance for you. And that's what I'm getting with this here. And again, I'm picking up that this could be something money related. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is with somebody you know professionally, although it could be, but maybe you and your partner have a new understanding about what's going to, come next in your relationship as it relates to finances, right? So it's a whole new era, I guess I could say, as it relates to your relationship. It's a whole new dynamic as it relates to your relationship. And this is something that's going to create a blessed abundance for you. All right. And finally, we do have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of timing. And that card means that things are going to happen a little bit slow. Things are going to happen behind schedule. Things may not necessarily progress on the deadline. I wouldn't worry about it, because that's actually going to work in your favor. But, usually this time of the month in December, people are taking vacations and whatnot. So sometimes things take longer than they normally do to process or to go through or to be completed and so forth. So don't worry about that. If something is taking longer than it's supposed to, it's actually going to work out in your favor. So don't stress about it, okay? And it's definitely going to work out in your favor as it relates to money. All right, Aries, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you. Oh, you got repeater cards. Okay, you got that 9 of Pentacles. Got that 9 of Swords. All right, Queen of Cups. What else do we need to know for Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Wow. All right, give me one more card. I feel like I need one more card for Aries. Okay. All right, Aries, so we got a lot of repeater cards. Well, not a lot, but a few. All right, so we got the 9 of Pentacles. Remember, we had her here. All right, so remember, she was telling us we need to invest in ourselves in some way earlier in the month. All right. Now, the thing is if you did not do that, don't do that towards the end of the month because she's in the reverse, right? Could be maybe there's a change in circumstances. Could be a change in maybe what is going to work for you. The other aspect about the Nine of Pentacles is sometimes when she's in the reverse, it means that be careful not to go too overboard too. You know, like I said, don't do anything outrageous or anything that's going to put yourself in a bind as it relates to money, but still investing in yourself always pays off to some degree. We also have the Nine of Swords. Remember, we had that card here. So whatever is happening here, it gets resolved by the end of the month. You were feeling maybe a little bit overwhelmed, but you have the clarity and the peace of mind at the end of the month, especially as it relates to your finances and your money. So that's really, really good. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the card of emotional sensitivity. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel a little bit emotional towards the end of the month. That's okay. A lot of the signs have been getting her towards the end of the month, so I'm wondering if some of us as a collective are just kind of emotionally on high alert, you know, because we're, you know, it's the end of the year. You know, it's the holiday time. So, you know, that tends to be a very emotional time for a lot of us. Next, we got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles means reevaluate your savings plan, your budgeting. You need to get really solid on that, especially as we're moving into the new year. If you can tighten the budget to some degree, that's going to be helpful. Or if you can increase your savings to some degree, that's going to be helpful as well. We also got that Page of Cups. Page of Cups, remember we had that card here. This is an invitation or an offer coming through. Now what I'm getting with this is this could be something time related, and so the offer has an expiration date at the end of the month. Or this could be something where you get an additional offer or invitation, but it's not quite relevant for you, and so you may have to say no, or you may have to postpone it, or maybe you may have to, you know, say, oh, let me think about it, that kind of thing. So it could be either one. It could be this same offer and it expires at the end of the month, or it could be two different offers, but the second offer doesn't work for you. Okay, and again, this is going to be something money, finance, business, work related. Finally, we do have that Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card that talks about things are going to feel a little hectic and crazy at the end of the month. Doesn't mean that anything is wrong, but sometimes that's just the way things play out, especially, you know, at the end of the year. So there is going to be some pockets of instability at the end of the month. But like I said, that's not anything really to worry about because you've got so many other things that you are focused on. But if something feels a little off, understand that it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. All right, Aries, so that's what I got for you. Let's go ahead and close out your reading with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. You got card number 47, which is the universal mind. You are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Ooh, I love that. All right, you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. All right, that's what I got for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. Yeah, if you'd like to join me live, you can do that 2 times a week on Mondays and Fridays.